AutoCAD 2010 has enhanced support for reference files. Now, reference files are normally external reference files, referenced from another location into your current drawing. As they're called external references, the short name for those is XREFs. So what we're going to do, we're going to insert an XREF into our current drawing. Now that could be a DWG file, could be a DWF file, could be a Bentley DGN file, or even a raster file such as a JPEG or a bitmap image file. To bring in a reference file, you need to go to the Insert tab on the ribbon and go to the Reference panel here and click on Attach. Now this has gone to my Drawings folder, and I've got this drawing here, 12 Topo. That's my topography. As you can see, it's my contour lines there in the preview. So I click on Open there, and what I can do now is I can set how the external reference or XREF file attaches to my current drawing. I want it to be an attachment. I'm not going to set a scale on screen. I'm going to leave it as 1. Insertion point, normally use a datum of 000. It's a lot easier that way. Path type though, I'm going to set that to relative path because this topo file is in the same file or folder as my 12 reference files drawing there. So as long as they're both in the same folder, you can use the relative path setting. I'm not going to rotate the reference, and the block units are millimeters because we're working in a metric millimeters drawing. When I click on OK now, you can see that the topo drawing has come in. It's there. So when I click on it, you can see it's one whole object, and as you can see, look, there's the insertion point. The grip there is at 0, Now you'll notice when I clicked on that reference, look, the ribbon changed. There's my external reference tab, and what I can do now is I can edit the reference in place. I can open the reference file if I wish. I can create clipping boundaries and remove clipping boundaries. So if I create a clipping boundary now, and I'll go for a rectangular clipping boundary and pick a point, say here, like so, there's my clipping boundary. As you can see, look, it's only showing the contour lines inside the boundary. If I click on the arrow, I can invert it, and there's my clipping boundary there. I can select the clipping boundary and remove it, and it takes me back to the original XREF. If I click on External References here, it brings up my External References palette. I can see that there's my current drawing, and there's my topo drawing brought in as the reference file. So if I select that there, it gives me information about it in the details at the bottom, but what I can also do, I can right click and I can either unload or reload, I can detach it, or I can bind it to my existing drawing. If I unload it, like so, it disappears in the drawing. It's still there, but I get the little red cross and the little red arrow telling me it's unloaded. If I select it and I right click over it and I reload it, it comes back again. So I'll close the External References palette there, and what I'll do, I'll hit Escape now, just to deselect my XREF, and I'm back now to my Insert tab on the ribbon in AutoCAD 2010. So as you can see there, enhanced support for reference files by way of giving it exclusive tabs on the ribbon, and also tools to work with those XREFs once they're attached to your current drawing.